Hi everyone, this is Alan Schimmel, devops.com, DevOps TV, and we're here live from the floor of Jenkins World at our devops.com broadcast booth. Our guest right now is Paul Goldman from ITMethods. Paul, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So Paul, I forgot to ask, what is your title with ITMethods?
Well, I'm the founder and CEO.
Oh, no one important.
Yeah, wow.
Chief cook and bottle washer. I'm a founder and CEO too.
You know that,
It's a lot less glamorous than it sounds sometimes, doesn't it? But Paul, you know, I was telling you off mic, I don't think we've ever featured ITmethods on devops.com. Can you share with our audience a little bit, what did you guys do?
Sure. So I'll tell you a little bit about our background. We've been around 12 years. We started off as a managed service provider. About 5 years ago, we saw kind of the transformation that Amazon was enabling, and we took a deep look at that and decided to pivot the entire company and go in with an all-in AWS growth strategy. And what that meant was we had to start burning the boats on our legacy customers and start onboarding new customers, transform our culture. And we also realized that Amazon is just that, a platform. And we wanted to use that as an enabler to really build out some of our own innovation and differentiation in the market. So we've had a pretty interesting run. We're based out of Toronto. Our customer base is right across North America today as a result of having this cloud strategy. And over the last number of years, we've introduced some new products of our own, and we've been basically productizing these enterprise tools on AWS as a service.
Interesting.
And it's been a really interesting run so far.
Very nice. And we were talking off mic, off camera. You know, Jenkins is a relatively recent add to the, to the line card.
Correct.
At ITmethods.
Yes, it is.
But it's probably one of the fastest growing, or is the whole DevOps space is sort of
fast
growing?
I think, Jenkins itself has been in our portfolio, but really embedded. CloudBees, having created this enterprise product, really fits well for where we're targeting, which is mid to large enterprises who want to deploy really behind their firewall, but have a cloud or SaaS-like experience.
Excellent. And of course, Paul, the issue, the whole issue of outsourcing in DevOps, the managed services. So people are using Jenkins to do their development.
Yes.
You're not doing development for these companies. You're managing their environment.
Yeah, I think Sasha on the big stage said it so well today, which is we're managing the software factory and really allowing the teams to focus on the development and
not have to worry about it.
Correct. And with the Jenkins and the CloudBees platform, we can, once we stand up the enterprise platform, each team that we work with, or each, even the internal DevOps teams within our clients, we can now go out to the business units and onboard their development teams and their specific use cases. Whether it's server or container or other sort of serverless technologies, each one will be built for their needs, but share the common platform within the enterprise.
That's excellent. Now, this is AWS exclusive?
Yes, it is.
Any plans to go to Azure or something like that?
We get that question a lot. So I think we have to separate where we run the tools and where our customers are ultimately deploying those end packages.
So they may deploy the apps on an Azure.
Correct. So, for example, we have a large financial institution, and everything stops at the binaries, and then it's over the fence to a more traditional deployment team. And today they're deploying on-prem or more traditional private cloud, as well as Azure and future AWS. So I think over time, what we're going to have the opportunity is to participate in educating those teams on what's possible to go and do a fully automated continuous deployment. Now the challenge is going to be the internal processes that have to be re-engineered. So that's going to be the fun part over the next few years.
So let me ask you an interesting question though, Paul, and that is, so you're dealing in the world of tools, but now we get culture, right? The culture. Yeah, I don't want to manage. I don't want someone else managing our stack. We could do this ourselves, or I don't want to do it that way.
Yes.
How you run into a lot of that?
Oh yes, we run into it. I guess fortunately, unfortunately, we don't spend a lot of time in those conversations. I think what the theme of this conference is transform, and typically where we're successful, we're our customers have already made a business decision that they want to do some wholesale changes. And we're just coming in as part of a selection or sort of how do we actually execute on that. And there's a lot of education, but the pressure within these organizations to deliver the outcomes is just going to continue to increase. So everybody should be measured on where they're adding value to the organization. The stuff we do is frankly common across many organizations. And
cool. I got it. All right. So Paul, besides Jenkins, what other kind of environments are you managing?
So in our DevOps or continuous delivery as a service model, Atlassian is one of our strategic partners.
Sure.
In fact, that's how we entered this whole market space. We started.
Atlassian?
We have a product called Elasticity.io, and it's really about 18 months ago we productized how you stand up, manage, and maintain Atlassian stack on AWS. Atlassian has their enterprise product called Data Center. And we've been very active in that space as large enterprises are, getting into the tens of thousands of users of Atlassian stack. So as a result of those engagements, those customers came to us and said, hey, we have other tools that we'd like to follow a similar pattern. Can you help us? So those other tools include JFrog and GitHub. It really depends on what the customer's strategy is. So it's kind of a best of breed approach today.
Excellent. Well, Paul, thanks for being our guest here today. Continued success with ITMethods, and we will be following this because I think this is, as you walk down the alleys of DevOps, you shine a light on things you haven't seen before.
Yes.
And certainly a managed DevOps environment.
Yes.
is kind of unique and special. Pretty good. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
This is Alan Schimmel for DevOps.com, DevOps TV, here with Paul Goldman from ITMethods. Have a great day, everyone.